Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Midweek War! I, of course, am Mad Mike. Y'all know me, and with me, as always, is the voice of Inspire Pro Wrestling, and hopefully a less angry one, Eamon Paton. How are you, sir?
You know, NXT really kind of dwelled my anger and got me on a brighter path, and it's allowed me to be happy and not in a state of anger when I talk about this week's Lucha Underground, which I'm never angry about. So
this is true. Lucha Underground is kind of the cure-all for anything that ails you.
Basically.
Yeah. So, Eamon, ¿cuál es tu palabra para esta semana of Lucha Underground?
My one word for Lucha Underground: headbands.
All right. My one word this week is cage.
Okay.
And not for the reason you think.
There was no cage match.
Well, there was. There was a cage match.
Jokes.
Puns. Who doesn't love puns? Oh, Lunchbox and everyone. Anyway, Eamon, ¿cuál es tu bueno this week?
I'll say this: I did really like the main event this week, but I'm gonna give my bueno to the trios title match.
You took mine.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
No, it's fine.
I thought you were gonna go the other way. Both matches are great. I just really love that match so much.
I could have this match every week.
What I can't even
every fucking week. I could literally watch it every week.
What's the name you call Mundo's trio again? I forgot.
They don't really have a name. I called them the Lucha Wild Stallions.
Yeah, Lucha Wild Stallions. They have headbands now.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking great.
And sunglasses.
They're as big of assholes as ever. Jack Evans is fucking on another level, as I mentioned before. I love him. Like I think it was Dragon Azteca was reaching for a tag at one point and he was just in his face going, I think I can. I
forgot about that part. The only thing I remember of Jack Evans was like, get ready to see the greatest thing you've ever seen before.
And then he just gets cut off or whatever.
He just gets cut off. Like he's saying on top rope. And you're like, oh my God. And then someone just hits him in the leg and he does nothing.
It's amazing. They are so good. And I actually really love this match. It was a great continuation of this story. And it was a great way to prolong this. Basically, they keep doing a thing where they'll distract the referee and kick the guy in the nuts.
So many nut shots.
So many nut shots. And at this, they kick Mysterio in the opening, and then they kick Dragon Azteca, I think, in the opening, and then they kick Mysterio towards the end. Puma gets frustrated because Mundo's basically rubbing it in his face, and Puma just fucking kicks him in the dick right in front of the referee.
Mm-hmm.
And the referee disqualifies him, and it's because of Puma being a bit of a hothead, which links to the really good backstage promo that he did with Puma, Mysterio, and Dragon Azteca, showing tension between them. I thought it was really good, and it was so creative and so different when it comes to prolonging this kind of a feud.
Yeah, plus, how many times have we actually seen a disqualification in Lucha? I know this isn't the first, but I know we haven't seen many.
Very rarely, yeah.
But it was just so well done. Because
it doesn't hurt Puma.
No, not at all.
It doesn't hurt anyone really in the match. Especially because Johnny and Jack and PJ are such fucking dickheads.
Yeah, and it also doesn't sully the match by having a DQ finish.
And it gives them a moment to get something up on the heels, but in the end, it's them being like, well, we're still champions.
Yeah, it was just really, really perfectly done. I'm gonna give mi bueno to El Dragon Azteca's Secret War. Now, there's one thing that maybe doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense. Now that Matanza's out in the open and people know about him, apparently he can just find his cage really easily.
I don't know I think he did do some searching.
Okay, I would like to see some of the search.
Yeah.
Well,
I will say because he does mention to Mysterio in the segment before that he found out where Matanza's cage was.
Well, he said that to
Mysterio.
No, he said that to what's her name? Black Lotus too.
Oh, did he say that to her?
He said that to Black Lotus.
Oh,
but like
you're talking about weeks back when.
No, this was this week.
But okay, not until after the.
Yeah, not until after. But like, I love that we're finally getting back to this part of it.
Yeah. I think it's really good. I think it's a good wrinkle in the whole thing, like, of the aspect of.
Yeah, because I remember, I think it was during, like, Dario Cueto's retelling of what happened with their mother and how Matanza was born, for lack of a better term. Like, I remember Dario saying something like that they needed the power of all the gods, all the ancient Aztec gods, to take down Matanza.
Yeah.
And I, like, because you got Puma, you got Mysterio, you got Dragon Azteca, you got Black Lotus. I feel like they're all intrinsically linked in this. And, like, all right. Eamon, did you ever watch Dragon Ball Z?
Very little.
Okay. There's a fight with Cell. Cell was one of the big bads in Dragon Ball Z, and the guy who normally wins every fight, Goku, had killed himself, sacrificing himself for the planet, basically. But Cell did not get destroyed. He came back badder than ever and was about to lay waste to the entire Earth. And the guy who everyone, like, who was the strongest person at that point, Gohan, was fighting against him. He was also the smallest. And Gohan had to get help from everyone. Like, there were androids there that were helping him out, all the other Z warriors. But the person that really made the difference at the very end is the biggest asshole in the world, Vegeta. And I feel like that's where Pentagon comes into play on this.
That could work too, yeah.
And granted, this is probably not going to happen like this. But El Dragon Azteca, with the help of Pentagon, beating Matanza, sounds like an amazing story.
Oh, totally. And like we mentioned before, there's a lot of ways they can go with this.
Oh, fuck yeah. There are so many ways. Like, this is just literally the first one I thought of.
Because you still don't know the actual motivations of some of the people still involved in this. Like, because I think the Black Lotus is always on the verge of, like, is she actually evil and, like, kind of in with Dario? Or is, she being tricked in a sense? Like, is she being easily manipulated? We still don't know a lot of the backstory about her parents. So maybe that will kind of aid further. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot of ways you can go with this.
Yeah, because, like, we were led to believe that Dario was lying about El Dragon Azteca murdering Black Lotus's parents, but she seems to believe it.
Yeah, so there has to be something that would make her, like, even have a sense to believe it.
Yeah, like, why you believe Dario is beyond me, but she does.
Yeah.
So we have to, at least for the time being.
Right.
All right. But Eamon, qualis to malo.
God, I can't really think of a bad this week. Maybe a little. I don't know, because I like maybe just something in the Matt Cross, Son of Havoc match. I mean,
who the fuck is Matt Cross?
Don't know where I got that from. It's weird because I like the match, but I also feel like there was, like, maybe something missing. But also, like, I still really liked it. Like, I don't know.
Evilise?
Maybe Evilise.
Like, Evilise out to counterbalance Cobra Moon?
I thought it was very interesting when, like, they mentioned that, like, Son of Havoc was, like, on his own. But because I thought to myself, like, wait, why is he on his own?
Yeah.
But
it seemed really odd because this is the first time that only one of them has been out there without at least one of the other two.
Yeah, because I want to think did Evilise wrestle Cobra Moon or wrestle
No, I think Sexy Star wrestled Cobra Moon.
I'm trying to think. One of the two. I thought Evilise wrestled someone in, like, a singles, but I don't know. But yeah, it's weird. Like, it's not a bad, because I actually really like the match. it just I don't know. There's that's the match I'm kind of like leaning towards because it feels like there was maybe something missing.
Okay.
You know.
All right. Mimalo this week is getting rid of the gift of the gods already. Like, because I know Cage challenged Matanza last week, and I thought there were going to be some shenanigans that delayed the match. Because we still haven't gotten really a follow-up of Pentagon saying that he was going to go back to the temple or anything like that. And I don't know, like, are we going to do more medallions again? Because it seems kind of too soon to get back into that. You know what I mean?
I think, again, I would have to look at I think it depends on how many episodes are remaining. If we're leaning towards Ultima Lucha very soon, then I think it's the right time to do it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like in Ultima Lucha, we should have a Gift of the Gods title match.
Yeah, okay, all right. I mean, I don't know. It just seems like it just seems really weird to get rid of it this quickly when the first time it was so drawn out.
That's true. Well, the first time it was only so drawn out because we had the season in between.
Well, no, because you had a couple title changes too.
Well, yeah, because you had.
It was Phoenix, then it went back to Cuerno, then it went back to Phoenix.
Yeah. I don't know. I still kind of liked it. I think it's cool that you have to do some different stuff. I think with the belt, obviously, as you're progressing it forward. Like so, maybe to have like a quick defense, like a quick cash in like this, is a good way to go because it allows that when the next one comes, it allows that kind of like, well, when are they going to cash it in? You know,
right?
Are they going to cash in now, or are they going to wait a little while? You know.
Okay. All right, yeah, but I mean, like I said, it's nitpicking. The match was fun as shit.
Oh, the match was really fucking good.
Yeah, the match was really great. All right, so Eamon, do you have a combo this week?
My only change would be, I wish there was at least another segment with one of three people, either King Cuerno, because that Cuerno stuff last week was like
because of Matanza in a box. Muertes in a box, yeah.
God, that's amazing. Either him, a Pentagon segment, or a segment with that boss.
Okay.
Yeah, his boss or whatever. I would have loved at least one segment with one of those three. Because I remember that I thought the show was amazing. Thought it was really great. And then the credits started to roll, and I was like, maybe we're gonna get like an ending segment for this episode. And then we just got the flash, and the show was over. And I was like, oh, I kind of want like it's that part of me where I was like, oh, I just wanted one more segment. Maybe it's like a part. It's kind of a good thing because I'm like, oh, I want more. But like, I really was hoping that we would get like some kind of ending. Like,
yeah, they've almost conditioned us like that Pavlovian before we see the ending.
Like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And then the wall hits, and you're like,
oh,
okay.
Yeah. Actually, my change was gonna be the exact same thing. Either like a segment with Dario Cueto, because there was a distinct lack of Cueto this show.
We did have Cueto at ringside.
At ringside, yeah, but it's not the same, you know, him being at ringside or him having his own segment. Or a segment with the cops. Joy, like maybe the booking of Bale or something like that, or like getting Bale to talk.
Or you mean Cisco?
Cisco.
Bale's dead.
Bale, no one's getting Bale to talk unless we use an exorcist. Yeah, just something like one extra segment. I think would have really helped because like Pentagon's story is very up in the air. The cop story is very up in the air, and who the fuck knows what's going on with Renegade?
Renegade.
Well, it's Lorenzo Lamas. He was Renegade.
Jesus. Fuck. We're not talking WCW Renegade, right?
No. There was a show called Renegade starring Lorenzo Lamas.
Okay, that's fine. Because
everyone knows WCW's Renegade was actually just the botched clone of Jim Hellwick.
I was gonna say I just the Ultimate Warrior ripoff, and I'm like, what the fuck? But no, it's weird. Like I've critiqued Impact in the past for not making the most of the time, even though they have 2 hours. Like Lucha makes the most of their time in an hour, but also like there's all these storylines that are also kind of prolonged, like left without an episode almost, because there's so much stuff, like, but they still make the most of their hour.
Basically, what we're saying is we just want more story because the stories in Lucha are so damn good.
Yeah, I want a director's cut version of fucking Lucha Underground, not the fucking Hardy Boys segments.
No, you know what I want, Eamon? And this is real. I want mini movies of every angle.
Yeah.
Like, I want a mini movie of Sexy Star and the Moths. I want a mini movie of just fucking Killshot. I want a mini movie of Matanza. I want a mini movie of, like, just mini movies, just like hour and a 20-minute long of straight like Memento, like do it like Memento. Just take the whole season and someone do supercuts of all the angles.
I'm thinking because they've also done some stuff. They've done some stuff recently this season where they'll post a match that they didn't post on the show on their YouTube channel, like that Gift of the Gods qualifier match and the Jack Evans Phoenix match.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if they could do that with segments. You know what I mean? Like maybe.
The thing about the segments, like the matches you have, like they're not non sequiturs, but they're not huge plot points. Like Lucha Underground spends, I'm assuming, a decent amount of production for their segments.
Yeah,
so they want that on the television.
That's true. That's the thing. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like, because I think it could work. Obviously, yeah, the production things are part of it, but I think it could work for like segments where maybe stuff happens where it's not supposed to be happening at the time of when the show is happening. You know what I mean?
So like WWE backstage stuff.
Yeah, kind of. Well, no, what I mean is like you know that Taya video where she was beating up guys in that bar and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. That kind of stuff where it's like not happening in the timeline of like this show is happening. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
Like, for example, like the Mundo thing where he attacked Phoenix, that happened necessarily like before the match happened, so it was happening as the show was going. You know what I mean?
Right.
So having stuff where like maybe Taya and stuff like that, in that sense, or like the Taya segment, or like stuff that's outside the temple that's like on a different day than when the Lucha Underground show is happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's just a thing I would theorize. I do see your point though about how like because they devote so much production time to this, they want it to be on the actual show.
Yeah, and it just makes sense. Like I mean, it's
just me being selfish. Like I want more content.
Yeah, most of our changes for Lucha are just us being selfish. Like we just want more stuff.
Basically, yeah.
Alrighty. So was there anything else we missed on Lucha? I think we pretty much hit it.
I think so. I think we got everything.
Alrighty. And do we have any announced matches for next week? I don't think they teased anything.
I don't think they have anything that teased for next week. Assumingly, maybe we'll start the Gifts of the God stuff. But yeah, other than that, they don't have anything specifically teased, which makes me interested to see what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I'm curious myself. I can't wait for next Wednesday. All right. So, Eamon, where can the good people of the internet find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Eamon2, please, and also check out the wrestling company I'm involved with, which is Inspire Pro Wrestling over at inspireprowrestling.com.
All right, and you can find me at MadMike4883 on the Twitter machine. Also, feel free to join our Facebook page. Just look up Wrestling Mayhem Show on Facebook. We talk about a lot of fun stuff, including why Eamon was so angry with Impact Wrestling. And if you want more Lucha Underground from me, every Wednesday night, I live tweet Lucha Underground with the hashtag MM from our Twitter account at Mayhem Show. So if you want to hear my first-hand reactions watching Lucha the first time, yeah, just hit me up. I respond to just about every tweet I'm awake to see. All right. So for Eamon Paton, I'm Mad Mike, and this has been your Midweek